evening, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm David Sponheim, of course, the original, and the guy people go to for online free entertainment every night. Welcome to my kitchen. We're going to be making something special today. Yeah. Let me move this over. There we go. Well, it turns out I've got a little bit of the mix of a very famous gumbo maker named Mama Papo, and there she is, Mama Papo. She actually started back in 1972 and making okra gumbo mix, and I happen to have a little of it here. I'll be putting it in the dinner tonight. And this is a very low-cost solution. And I want everyone to know that mackerel is going in this dish because we're doing a seafood base tonight with shrimp. And we're going to start with onions, of course. Welcome to the show, everyone. Anybody who wants to chat over an iVlog can, but the video screen is up and running. And you guys over at Periscope, I'm not reading your chat because you generally don't chat, but that's okay. But I am going to be monitoring the Vaughn and the iVlog chat. You can get that at coolrock.com. I know. And we've got, today we got some organic celery we're going to use because I think every gumbo recipe has some celery in it. So, yeah. I know that's hard to understand. Why celery, Dave? Well, it's one of those crops that if it's organic, it's safe. If it's not organic, I don't know. It takes in so many salts from the ground, it's probably picking up nitrates. But I went with the organic, and as you can see, that's really the way to go. They last a long time as long as you keep water in them. Yeah, Twitch is up and running, Anderson. Yeah, you can watch us at Twitch. Absolutely. And what I'm going to do is rinse some water off of this, filtered water, so just a little splash. I'm going to grab one stalk of celery. But this is how I keep the celery from going bad. Yeah, it's really great and keeps it for about 2 weeks. And then just kind of squeeze the water out and then tighten it up, and you can keep that anytime you want. Yeah, so I've got some amazing raw tail-on shrimp I got for Actually, this is a quite an expensive bag. It was like $14 for 2 pounds. So, and I'm only down to about 1/7 of that. So, yeah, I'm going to say $1.50 on the shrimp. I'll show you how much I have left in here. See that? I'd say it's about 10, 31 count. All right. I would do sardines, and you can certainly do sardines if you want, but I don't really like sardines, little bones floating around, and you don't get the bones with the mackerel. Absolutely. Your Jewish relatives will love it. You may want to throw some lox in there just to make sure that they're happy. Welcome, everybody. Yeah. World Politics has something. I can't click your link, so as you know, you can't post during this part of the show. Yeah, I can only take in links when I'm sitting in the office, and that's in the other room. All right, got a little hair sticking out there. There we go. Rinsing my hands off so I don't touch the... No, bacon is... No, I've got a lot of people who don't really want to eat even turkey bacon in this dish. And believe me, I've got some turkey bacon I could use right now. But I don't want to do it. I'm going to go with a seafood blend on the okra. All right, we're going to start with rinsing off some things. We got the onion and the celery total about 50 cents. This thing is about $1, so $1.50 for that. $1 for the can of mackerel at the dollar store. Very good deal. So we're up to $2.50, and then I've got a bag of rice here. And I get these pre-cooked from Trader Joe's, frozen, 3 in a pack for about $1.25 a piece. So, all right, we're going to be experiencing some DDoS attacks. So what we're going to do is as we do this, I'm going to go ahead and drop off the show. There we go. And it takes a while to do this. I'm going to have to reboot onto a new VPN. Hang on. We're getting DDoS during the show, so that's an inherent problem with doing the show. And they're not DDoSing my IP. They're DDoSing. They're DDoSing the VPN that I use, and that's something that's common. Yeah, it's just one of those things that happens in the show. Hang on, we'll be right back up and running in a second. There we go. All right. Okay, refresh everyone. We'll start with the onions. Got some garlic going in there today too. Okay, we're going to go ahead and peel this back. I'm using the full large onion because I really want an onion taste to this rice dish. Yeah. We are up and running. Let's make sure we're broadcasting here. Hang on. Yeah, should be fine. Refresh the screen, everyone. Hi. And that means refresh, yeah. If you are having problems, we're up and running. Good. Okay. How black is that garlic on a scale of Obama? You know, that's a really ridiculous question, Darth. You know? That's just... I mean, why do you have to pick on people for the way they look? You know? I don't get that. It's racist. And I condemn that on many levels. Even though I did a blackface impersonation video of Barack Obama, I don't think it's appropriate to talk about black people. Yeah, as you know, I'm not a racist. And, you know, we'll get to that later, Ticken. Yeah, let's work on the camera angle right now. I'm going to start this burner over here. The usual level 3. I'll put the rice off to the side. We're going to do a really fast cook on this onion. And today I have you know, a yellow squash or a yellow pepper that I picked up. And the Mama Popple's gumbo mix. Fantastic. As you can see, this knife cuts really fast. Always keep an eye on the knife. Never take your eye off of it. It's extremely important. Otherwise, you're going to hurt yourself with a sharp knife like that. Okay, we'll put some olive oil in the base of this. I'm finishing off my olive oil with my 3 tablespoons here. I'm draining it out. Thank you. No, well, I've only hurt myself when I was a kid. I was 10 years old, and I took my eye off the knife and I cut myself pretty bad. I even have a scar still to this day on my hand, very slight right here. That's the only time I've ever cut myself, and I was bleeding, you know, and I was 10 years old and nobody was around. I was like a latchkey kid. Yeah. And I had to take care of the wound and everything. It's a small scar. But yeah, it's when that happens, you got to really act quick. Put pressure on the wound immediately. And if you can rinse it under water, that's even better. But while you put pressure on the wound, you don't want to just bleed it out. And of course, you've got to immediately put some Neosporin on that, on a Band-Aid, and wrap it tight. Speak louder. Oh, hang on. We've got some issues going on here. Hang on. It should be fine. I'm thinking something's wrong with your audio. Volume is A-OK on this mic, yeah. I don't think everyone's fine with the volume. What about, you're going to have to fix your volume. All right. Yes, well, Prince Andrew was fired, it turns out. And I don't know who beat him up. He had like black eyes and it was weird. That's strange. Okay, we're getting nice and hot there. Now these are already peeled, but their tail is on, so we're going to throw the tail on in the dish with the onions later. The shrimp doesn't take long to cook, so the important thing is to get the onions going right now, big time. I'm going to turn it up to level 6, and I'm going to cover it up, but I'm going to start off with a little bit of Miss Patti LaBelle's no salt seasoning. I use this because I have these, I've got 30 or 40 of these things. I picked them up for 10 cents a piece. They're awesome. I'll throw some of that in there to get the brew going. I'd say about a half a teaspoon of either Italian seasoning or something like that. Don't do curry. If you want to use dill weed, you can. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and peel this other onion and get it in there. And the celery. Whoa, wild cam. Whoa, wild cam. They should weight these bases on these cameras. That's kind of an interesting angle. Yeah, the great celery. Celery's got a natural salt in it too, so you don't have to worry about adding too much salt to this dish. Mackerel has some salt in it. All right. Get a nice little cut here of the celery. I'm actually getting a little of the eyes affecting me right now. The onion just kind of went up to my eye just now and it made me want to cry. Hang on, this is not right. This is all wrong. I should be in school. How dare you? Hang on. I'm working on my Greta impersonation. I found out that I look identical to the Greta picture and the time travel picture, so I'm beginning to wonder if I'm the time traveler, not Greta, you know? I had some clever tweets I put out today that, of course, I was shadow banned on YouTube, and I'm proving how shadow banned I am. It's almost unbelievable how YouTube is behaving right now. Okay, I'm going to take the garlic and put that in a little bit. I'm not only shadow banned on YouTube, excuse me, on Twitter too. Okay, let that roll. We're going to rock and roll with this gumbo. Yeah, it's cooking very fast. You know, I like Brussels sprouts, and you could use cabbage in this dish if you want. But I like these Brussels sprouts, and I'm going to grab 4 or 5 of these things. I'm going to chop them up with the pepper. Actually, I have 6 of them. All right, great. And you want to take off the little brown bottoms, you see that? And you can bisect them, you can trisect them, whatever you want to do. We had a really good hearing today, impeachment hearing closed down. I think that's the last one, I'm not sure, but it seemed like they were closing arguments today. All right, we're going to go ahead and put all this in the base of this pan too, with the onions. Because they take a little extra long to cook. You notice how my little maneuver there with the pan? I don't think you saw it. I'll show it to you in a second. I literally, I throw it right underneath the pan, and that keeps the heat and the flavor going. Okay, we're pulling the seeds off of here. Give it a little tap. Seedless. Okay, you can still see me there, so I'll just leave that there. Again, always keep your hand and your eyes together. Otherwise, you'll mess up and it won't be pretty. You know, I've seen Bobby Flay cut himself in one of those Power Chef things. And I thought, you know, Bobby, you know, that's just so amateurish, you know. I would do a grill off with Bobby if I didn't think he was so incompetent. So, and we just confronted Chef Ramsay the other day in the show, and I'm sure it's not him, but it's kind of fun talking to somebody like him. That's my maneuver. Is that cool? You saw it from an angle there. David should explain his attraction too. Really? There's an attraction? I think the entire royal family should be held accountable for the actions of Andrew. I believe that they should turn Orgy Island into a prison for Jeffrey Epstein, because he wants to live there and he's still alive. And maybe the Queen could go there and Andrew could hang out there with him, and we would just lock them in. Make St. James a prison. What do you think? You like it? Hello, Queen Elizabeth, hello. How are you? Yes, Chef Ramsay is quite threatened by me. Try not to knight him, please. Thanks. David, would you start your own royal family here in America once in office? No. I don't believe in royalty. I don't believe in monarchy. But the people of England do, so we have to respect their wishes. And we left England for that reason. My family dates back to the original settlers of America who came from England. And they came on the boat right after the Mayflower, called the Planter. And I believe that my roots in England are very strong, actually. I feel a certain oneness with Britain, and as they move through the Brexit process, I will assist them through trade negotiations and help them every way we can. And we'll certainly look to do the same with France, too. We don't want to make them feel left out. But anyone who has acquired the euro certainly is taking a chance on the New World Order, whereas England is stepping away from it, which is admirable. Howie, that's a bannable offense, as you know, and gosh, you've been getting banned all the time. We've got a dental plan included in our $60 a month healthcare plan, which is scaled down to the average person. And it will also be included in the basic income plan. So instead of $500 a month, you can opt to get 60 of that taken out and get $440, which is a great concept, and you'll have full health care. Now, if you don't want to get any of that, you won't get health care, you won't get the free money per month, but you may just be too proud, like me, to collect from the dole. But as you can see in the UK, that's a regular thing now. Okay, we're cooking very fast. I've got this gumbo mix, Mama Papa's gumbo mix. Mama Papa's gumbo mix. She's there. See, Mama? I think she's no longer living, but I got a little of that mix. I'm going to throw that in right now. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. I can tell you what it's in. It's wheat flour. Just too many things to mention. In fact, that's her proprietary recipe, so I don't want to make her feel like, we're taking it from her. With your cooking, you'd be welcome at a food bank. Oh yeah, I could cook anywhere, Prince Andrew. I could even cook you and Jeffrey a dinner. You could invite your mom, Elizabeth, over, and we could all, have a nice meal. Except I'd have the FBI and the entire U.S. government searching the premises for any weird dungeons. But yeah, I can see you locked up there. That'd be great. You and Jeffrey. That'd be great. And I don't think you'd mind, would you? If you were locked up with... You don't have to answer that right now. Wait till the trial. Why not? Okay, little mama papa, you just put it in this. I gotta put it in there now, so I'm gonna put a tablespoon of this stuff in there. And I'm good for another one. I got about 3 more gumbo things coming up. Well, you can do whatever you're supposed to do. Keep guest access around and just tell Mark you don't own me. That's right. Tell Mark you don't care about the money. You like my show too much. You won't do his bidding anymore. See how long that lasts. No, we don't do Thanksgiving presents. Christmas is enough. My presence is enough of a presence. Yeah, just go against his wishes because you've got the power. You've got the power! Yeah. Anyway. So I think we're cooking along. We got everything just amazing stuff going on. I'm going to give it a little stir. With my fork. Yes, level 6 is great. Okay, take that mackerel and open the can up and drain it out. And then take the mackerel and just put it right on top of that. You can see the mackerel is pretty boneless, but then again you got these little bones here, you got to get rid of those. I'd be picking bones out for a long time if I didn't have that one bone to pull out. If this was sardines, you have to spend a little longer picking bones out. All right, so we're going to put that in there and let that cook together. Yeah, it's a super simple meal we're making tonight. No, I wouldn't put egg in the dish. As you know, Sarah said no egg. No egg in dish. I'm going to click to enter the iVlog room. Hi, everyone. Sounds tasty. Max, welcome. Yeah, it's going to be tasty. And if you go in the direction of the gumbo concept, you don't have gumbo, just throw every ingredient you got in there, except for curry. I don't think curry would be good. No. But dill weed, yeah, why not? Check this out. Nice non-GMO dill I'm going to throw on there. Okay, roughly about a tablespoon of seasoning, you know. Hey, if you're wondering why I'm walking a little stiff, it's because I'm putting out this vibe that I'm a robot. I know, isn't that ridiculous? Did you see my feet? Oh my gosh. Ah! The foot cam caught me again. I know, and it isn't a breakaway suit. No, this is my George suit I picked up at the thrift store for $5. What's so sad? What about? $60 minutes? Okay, I'll look at that later. And could you slow down on the links, because we don't do links right now. Thanks. Oh yes, if I'm a robot, I'll fit in right well with the royal family. Well, you guys missed the foot look. I have model feet, as you know, and some people wonder, David, how do you have such perfect feet? Well, I guess it's just how you treat yourself. I take good care of my feet. And I think my show should not be about feet, though, while I'm cooking. But I could be a foot model. I don't like to brag. Well, yes, I do. Okay, so the okra gumbo recipe does involve okra, which we don't have. I put Brussel sprouts in. But any greens will do. No, this is not an organically grown chopping block. I bought it in 1986. But I highly recommend, a chopping block. You can get a really nice bamboo chopping block portable for as low as $6.99 at Ross for Less right now. If you check my my location. Let me get my paper towel. Okay, I'm going to turn everything down to 3 now, because everything's pretty much cooked. And as you know, the rice is already pre-cooked, so I got to do the rice and I got to put the shrimp in now. So I'm going to throw the shrimp in there. I'm going to toss the rest of the bag. Watch how fast this move is. Nobody can move shrimp as fast as I can. Gumbo, shrimp and everything. Forrest Gump would have nothing on me. Now this garlic is essential. So I made this in the garlic garden. And today I planted some garlic too. Oh, I had the accent down, yes. You've got a controversial side with the blackface. You need to arrange for the pesky Megan to disappear. You know, Prince, there's nothing wrong with Megan. This absolutely beautiful young lady. And I think your fake Harry should really appreciate her. We call her we call him fake Harry because we know the real Harry didn't make it through the culling, if you will. Have you heard the conspiracy theory about Harry being replaced? Oh, I'm sorry, Queen Elizabeth. I didn't realize you were in the room. Is the rice non-GMO? It is organic non-GMO, Anderson. And if you haven't seen this product, it is available at Trader Joe's. Organic non-GMO rice, yes. It's $5.50 for a 3-pack. Very affordable. And it's all pre-cooked, so you don't have to worry about that pesky cooking that takes so much time. Even the royals could have their slaves or their servants cook this in a jiff. Okay, let's take a look here. We're going to press the garlic. I'm impressed. I have cooked with some of the most aggressive Hollywood types in the world. I used to be immersed in the Hollywood world when I was younger and surrounded by a bunch of people that were all on cocaine. And I didn't get along with them because I didn't do cocaine. But I remember they were really pleased with their garlic abilities. They were all jacked up on cocaine, pressing their garlic, and I was going, why am I here? You know, what am I doing in Hollywood? And I realized when I didn't do cocaine that I was blacklisted. It took me a while to realize that. When you don't get callbacks for jobs for about a year, you realize there's something wrong with your resume. I did not meet Kevin Spacey, no. Thank goodness. But then I tried putting my resume out there as some of the good people, you know, the good Hollywood people that I thought were good. No answer. Nobody's home. Okay, we're going to put that garlic in now. And this method does not get that cover to leave very fast. I mean, they're sealing in flavor right now. So I'm going to open this bag. It's all pre-cooked. Now, normally you would microwave this for about 4 or 5 minutes with the face down, the red down. But these are, I don't really microwave. You know, it's just so passé. I don't know. I haven't checked on the price of fruitcake. I'm not a big fruitcake fan. Yeah, here's the next thing we're going to do. Take that garlic and throw it in there. Give it one more spin with that shrimp in there. That shrimp's almost done. Throw the rice on top. Keep it at level 3 and seal the top. All right. That's amazing. Now, normally a gumbo would have a little bit more chicken stock. I didn't put chicken stock in this. It's a little bit dry, but the the vegetables congeal with the flavoring and create an aromatic burst of olfactory, orgasmic, sensory experience. The key with the flex cooking is you're maintaining the integrity of the meal and the vitamins are all integrated. Whereas if you leave that cover off with the steam fry method, you absolutely lose your ability to finish it off. We all know what that's like. So, no, I just made all that up. I use the word flex cooking because you can put anything in this that you want. Sardines, tuna fish, I don't care. And steam fry is a method I've been using for a long time, and it works great. It has to be stainless steel, though. Don't cook with anything covered with that cancerous stuff, carcinogenic crap. Now, they say that give it a little spin there. They say that the ceramics that are coming out now are a lot safer than the old stickless stuff, so I'm going to hope that's true, but you never know. I am prepared for the show. I don't want that downtime where I have to put my tie on and whatnot. Now, I like to put Parmesan on this meal, but I ran out of Parmesan. You can't post links during this time period. I think I explained that to you. Thank you. No. Don't ever do a GoFundMe in my name. It's illegal for a political person to do GoFundMe or any type of crowd funding. It's not new. It's actually quite old. It's about 3 years old. I've worn it many times. It's called Scorched Earth. It was made by the Aborigines in Australia. Yes, my sister was there on a pilgrimage to see Australia, and she picked this tie up for me. Yes. Thank you so much. We are still back on the bamboo blocks. That was like 10 minutes ago I talked about that. Anyway. So what I do is when I don't have cheese, I have this Finlandia cheese. I'm going to throw a slice or two on there. Great cheese, by the way. Thank you. Yeah, I've got a couple slices of Monterey Jack I'd like to use. I think that would be the best. And to finish this meal off, we'll just go ahead and whip it up one more time. And the tail on is okay. You don't have to pull the tail off. People can just tell people you're eating the tail. So pull it out of your meal. But it adds more flavoring. All right? Okay, we're going to go ahead and lift this up and give it a spin. Wow, look at this shrimp. Look at this amazing food. Yeah, and put everything together. Everyone will get a shrimp. There's at least 6 shrimp in here. Everyone gets a little bit of the vegetable, a little bit of the mackerel. Everything is all nested very well. And just lay the shrimp, or rather lay the cheese on top, as so, like that. Put it back on the stove, and put a little bit of water in it, and then cover it up, and put it on simmer for about 15 minutes. And what it does is it just sends the water through and does the final steam fry. Everything nests together. It's fantastic. Hey, thank you for letting me show you a quick, easy recipe for the family that's very affordable. I am signing off, and I will be back in the other room in about a minute and a half. So enjoy. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. It's always good. All right, take care. Thank you.